took a bit of bickering to get down the mountain, retrieved Bandy, and sort of made your way back to the city where you kind of
made ourselves the
promptly
enemies of
bumped
the capital.
into some promptly bumped into some soldiers who had previously come into town a day earlier to pick up some slaves. After a bit of communication, you discovered miscommunication. You guys discovered that some of the people here are mostly running slave auctions to ensure that slaves aren't taken randomly by the soldiers in the city, so as to ensure that their sons or their daughters don't get sold into slavery. You guys defeated most of the area. The map didn't save, so you're just gonna be transported back to the city map. You guys, afterwards, you guys are just kind of standing in front of a nearly dead, what
and lifeless.
The lead soldier, who was picking up all the slaves. He's barely alive. He's bleeding out right now. Other than that, there is a cage type area that has been opened where the slaves were, but they have not moved.
Okay, first things first. Let's cauterize this fucker Stumps. We want to keep him alive.
For now.
For now. Question is, how are we going to do it? Do we have any tools to do it? But oh, we do. We just need to pay our little. We just need to pay our little cobbler friend a little visit in Asmar.
We don't.
Speaking of which, wasn't there like a part where like we had to get back to like Asmar or something? Otherwise, the Thieves Guild would chase down Zier.
Oh, we long since missed that deadline.
Yeah,
long since missed that deadline.
If we don't return in 3 days, we might as well not return at all.
It's been what, 5 days now?
As far as recall, it is past the due date that was expected for your return to retrieve the information from the Thieves Guild.
So Asmar's probably off the table for now.
Yeah, I also expected it would not be the Thieves Guild who would show up.
If you look at the score sheet, the Thieves Guild definitely does not welcome your return.
I feel like they'll be welcoming, just not in the way we exactly would like. Welcoming with weapons.
I mean, they did. Huh. It's still. I mean, hey, they still got paid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
So technically, it's like free money.
Free money, and
yes, I have a sneaking suspicion that it's not going to be the Thieves Guild that are going to be there to welcome us home.
Or at the very least, a Thieves Guild corrupted by our
good friends. Yeah.
Good friends, let's say. Good friends. One of which we probably should have killed in his prison cell.
Although we do have to go back to Asmar at some point.
Reina, you're right.
Reina.
But then again, we don't even know if that bastard who took them would still even be in Asmar.
No. Be anywhere.
Which makes me think that perhaps the Vilsakath are not exactly situated directly there. You heard what Nick said. The Ring of Fire was brought here. So ergo, they were there for the same reason we were. To get this.
Or perhaps they were there to take it.
That is literally what I just said. The same reason we were there, to take this.
No, I said they weren't there to take it. Rather, it was there because of them. think about it. The entire the top of the guard chain was a Velsakith. That couldn't have happened recently. So they clearly had access to the museum. They could have lifted that ring anytime they wanted. What if it was supposed to be a trap?
A trap, you say?
Well, I mean, like, with how many times we actually ended up falling for said traps, I'd say that we'd be succeeding at the current moment.
Possible.
Indeed.
Possible. Well, they were using it as bait to try and bait out our good friend and from the merchant district, as well as anyone who might try and stop them.
But the question would still stand. If it was a trap, why simply abandon us in the museum? For mere enjoyment? Plus, if it were a direct trap, would they not want their own, or at least influenced guards to be watching us? And not anyone who got distracted by a poorly drawn snake in the sand?
It is possible that they miscalculated it slightly.
Miscalculated the guard's stupidity, you mean?
On the other hand, not all traps are sprung immediately, and not all traps that are sprung immediately become apparent immediately.
Are you implying that this whole thing could be larger than even we imagined?
I'm pretty sure it already reached that point.
Even
We know that the Velsakith have been here. There was a mark in the dragon's lair.
I am still frankly surprised the potion did anything on the mark.
As I say, it was off. They had every opportunity to take that ring and get the heck out of there. Unless.
Whatever you guys decide to do at this point is like all your choice.
Anyway, what we need is Trellos. Because Trellos can heat metal one of Zier's daggers, and then...
Would fire work?
Probably.
Trellos has appeared to have powered down at the moment.
Right.
I'm going to use... Can I use the power of the Ring of Fire to make a flame just in my hand?
Wait, where are we
try?
I'm going to try to use the Ring of Fire's power to do what I did back in Asmar and make a fireball and make some fire in my hand. Come on.
Alright. It doesn't seem to have any sort of effect, other than making his person very hot.
Bruh.
Well, that is not good.
So it's completely filling on cooking stuff?
I just hold my dagger in the fire.
There's no fire. It just heated up. There's nothing.
Oh, you didn't create. The fire didn't get created.
And I am looking quite bewildered because that worked last time.
Bruh. With the heat metal guy out.
And the fire not. And the Ring of Fire not Ring of Firing. Come on. Anything
You do manage to use the fire to heat his person. All it does, though, is just heat his person. It doesn't really take any effect on...
We're trying to cauterize the wounds.
Does anyone have anything that can do fire?
Oh,
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
probably.
you could also try
It
sewing
isn't
to
so
like
much
a
as
It'd be funny.
cauterizing as kind of melding, since his very person is a robot. So you just kind of
the guard.
the guard.
Yes.
We're
I thought you
trying
were
to
talking about
cauterize the
fellows.
wound of the guard.
Stop the guard from dying on the spot.
Okay, yeah. Then the ring of I wouldn't say make a medicine check with your ring of fire.
Okay, medicine check. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
I've got a help action.
Okay, what? Okay, here we go. Medicine. Where is? Ah,
I have way too many characters.
that's gonna be a 16.
16. You managed to cauterize his wounds and prevent him from dying.
Okay.
He's now completely paralyzed, though.
No
He
shit.
can't really move. He can't really move or anything like that, seeing as you did remove his legs.
Oh yes. Ah yes.
Figure out how to carry him to the safe house.
Where are we carrying him?
He is
We also need to.
unconscious.
We should also probably find a way to disguise him so we aren't carrying the legless body of a guard into the safe house.
Why are
That
we
is-
bringing the guard in the first place?
We want to interrogate him.
And then we kill him.
Yes, and then we kill.
Action first, then he dies
Yes.
for his crimes. It's a very simple whole process.
Okay, so yeah, so he's unconscious and his wounds are cauterized. He is still alive, barely,
Does
but
anyone
alive.
Wait a minute, aren't I wearing Are they wearing a cloak of some kind?
He was wearing a red
I
adorned mask.
aren't I wearing a cloak of some kind?
Yeah, you are wearing a cloak.
Alright, I'm gonna put the cloak on him.
Okay,
Alright,
let's.
the cloak is on him.
And now.
There's a
In
lot
other words,
more
you're going to
than-
use it like
Hood to hide his
So
face.
Like a
cloak
bag
definitely
or
does
something?
cover his entire person, almost like a blanket.
No, more like a cloak.
He is very short, remember, so it's very oversized on him now. So it's basically like a cloak-ish blanket.
As long as the hood is covering his face.
Oh no, the hood is definitely covering his face.
Alright, let's get him to the safe house.
To the safe house.
Netta just sort of
And-
plays in the snow while you guys are doing this.
Netta, come with.
All right, so you guys head back over to the inn. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up the Moonlight Inn map. Draco is not here at the moment, so
Mhm.
well, he's here, but he's not he's not. You know what I mean. Oh, you made your own token. That does actually speed things up a bit.
Yeah, it allowed me to like make my own, and then I inserted it and saved it, so I can just drag my own in now.
Yeah.
Name is still missing an E.
It's a horse. Okay, let's
Alright.
just
I don't
get.
out of character I don't remember the password. In character I most definitely would, so I just say the password and
Blowfish.
Right, blowfish.
Netta once again tries to speed underneath like the tables.
Roll an acrobatics for that.
Can I roll?
At her.
Can I roll to try and grab her before she does that?
Roll a dexterity for that. To grab her.
Alright.
I got a 23.
Damn it, that's a 22!
You try and grab her, but she's too quick and she slides under the table effortlessly.
It's like,
He's gone.
Of course, of course.
You guys are just like, no. All right then.
Okay then. Let's just get this big oaf out of the prying eyes before
pretty
he
sure
comes
like
to.
there's like would be like customers like during this time, wouldn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are definitely a lot of customers. I just didn't pre-place them.
Yeah. We sit down at the bar. We start conversation. Mention in the code
I'll
word.
say-
I also show my dagger.
There's a family over here. That is not a.
That's not a go. That's not a go.
I
Did you
have
say?
to put that there. There's a group of patrons here.
Let's just get down to the safe room. I've already had the whoever's at the front.
Person on a date over here.
Aw.
You don't need to place all the tokens. We're just going down to the safe house.
We're going down to the safe house.
All right
Netta
then.
continues speeding around on the ice.
When
Can I look to
You
Bandy
do exactly
and
that.
Are you sure you want to torture a guy in front of a child?
Good point. Can I turn to Bandy and say, hey, could you watch her?
Yeah, Bandy, please watch.
Please watch her. It might get very Saw-like.
Yeah.
Considering
Alright then,
it's
so you guys head down to the safe house. You get no trouble into going behind the counter. These people recognize you already. They just kind of allow you in.
we would be pretty known, considering the stir we made.
Not necessarily. The patrons are discussing some sort of commotion that happened earlier in the day, but they don't know your name.
Is Raina
It's just
supposed to be here?
the bartender who knows your name before because she recognizes you.
Is Raina supposed to be here?
Was she here this whole time?
The bartender?
Right.
The bartender wasn't here the whole time, but like the other staff on the shift, they were
Is on the map.
Here.
Did you put down like the wrong like icon? Or
Second is
something?
right here.
Oh wait, no, it's not there.
I was going to say, did they just leave her? Did the Misaka just leave her in the bait in the fucking?
She's not there. Ignore that.
It's a trap. Damn it, Akbar, you were right.
You see a hallucination you think is Reina, and then it disappears, and you realize it was just a fire.
No.
Sierra attempts to throw a dagger at the DM.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Unfortunately, the dagger takes no effect. The dagger just kind of hits a nearby wall.
Well, I suppose. How do we want to do this to this guy?
Let's wake him up.
Oh yeah. Also, I don't think Meta would be as concerned about us torturing, considering what she did to the dragon.
I'll have you know that people are different from like animals. Technically, like she considered the dragon more of an animal,
By the way,
or like a squirrel, like one of those like natural like wildlife that would like run around like that you can't particularly talk to.
Amber, Bandy should be upstairs with Netta.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of shit.
Me and Leonon, and we're gonna have a bit of fun here.
We're gonna have a lot of fun here. As I said, very Saw-like. So what do you say? Good cop, bad cop, or bad cop, worst cop?
Bad cop?
You'd have to wake him up, especially since he had been harmed enough to be falling unconscious for quite a bit.
Ooh.
That's what
I know just what I'm. And to add a little into the.
Do you have thaumaturgy?
Indeed I do.
Could you shout at his ear with it?
Alright, I'm just gonna okay, I'm gonna use 2 thaumaturgies.
No, sorry, don't shout at his ear.
I'm gonna use 2
His
thaumaturgies.
ear with
I'm gonna do 2 thaumaturgies. Give me a color to turn the fire that's currently illuminating the room.
Blue.
Oh yes, yes.
As your
With one hand shimmering with arcane energy, I'm going to cause the fire lighting the room to turn a stunning or hopefully in this guy's case
as your
creepy azure blue. Meanwhile, I'm going to slowly move over to his ear and whisper, enhanced by thaumaturgy, so it'll be 3 times as loud. Wake up, you slave-selling motherfucker.
I wanted to phrase it exactly like that.
Ha!
Nice.
Ha! Where the fuck am I?
That's for us to know and for you to never know.
Who are you people?
That is for us to know and for you to never know. Me and my associates here have a few questions to ask you. Can we? I will. Who's in favor of rolling to intimidate this motherfucker?
I am too.
Literally all around him.
I'm not.
Everybody roll.
23.
Hold on. You got my dice. Yeah, like
I think. Would it be fair to say everyone would have advantage considering the circumstances?
Fertily anon.
What do you say?
We have a few questions about your whole. What's the proper word for it? Atrocity of a business and those who are running it.
Atrocity? It's hardly a...
You're selling people. I'd hardly call that good, jolly, clean fun.
Oh, boo-hoo. It's just the way of the world, damn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna brandish
Yeah.
the dagger that I keep on my hip, the one that has the mark of the Assassin's Guild on it, and I just clearly show that mark.
What do you want? Make it quick.
You're not exactly in this situation to negotiate, Mr. I have no fucking legs. What are you gonna do? Hobble out of here? Jump
He looks
with
down
your
and
arms?
then promptly remembers that he is missing his legs.
Does he remember that I'm the one who did it?
And then
You
he
remember that
looks up toward Leonana and is like, you bastard.
Oh, I am many things, but a bastard is far from one of them. However, you are in no situation to negotiate. And my friend here, he's not exactly the most raring to talk to someone in as lovely as a business as yourself. So I think it's in your best interest to talk, or else.
If you have any ideas of leaving here alive.
You should have abandoned them long ago.
He looks at the party and he looks at his missing limbs. And then he looks back up at the party. Fine. What do you wish to know?
Let's start this very simply. Who's the head of this operation? Is it the monarch? Is it someone in league with the monarch? Is it an entirely different chain? Who?
You know nothing of the monarch and edicts. You truly aren't from around here, are you?
Do we still have the dragon head?
I'm pretty sure Trellis still has it.
Can we grab
Can
it
we-
from Carlos and show it?
Can we just have it on display to be like, we did this? If you still think about defying us, we did this.
You can, yes. You do still have the dragon head.
Oh, this is fun.
You never gave it to the people. You just kind of
Oh
showed
yeah, we
it.
still. Someone get it out of Travis's bag of holding.
Just here. I
Yes, here?
nominate you.
We nominate you. It's a dragon head. It's a dragon head.
I'm busy. I'm busy.
Wh-
staring
He looks at the
fire.
dragon head, and then he looks at the party. He's like, "You were the people who slayed that thing."
We prefer the term liberated your people from the terrible liberated the people of this town from a terrible monstrosity causing them to never regain their infrastructure. A bit wordier, but do you
Okay.
know anything about this?
You wish to. Right. You said you wanted to know about the monarch, didn't you?
I said I wanted to know about who is in charge of the slave trade. Not the monarch specifically, whoever is at the top.
That would be the monarch.
Then yes, tell me about the monarch. Us about the monarch.
Nothing irrelevant.
Keep it relevant. If you wish to keep your arms too.
We can either kill you fast and painlessly, or we can leave you in agony while you slowly bleed out. Out and grow increasingly colder until you can no longer see.
And you will pray for her lady's cold embrace as you die.
I get the point.
Good. Now then, tell us all about your monarch.
The people you're thinking about is Alia and Miguel Ironrose. They are the monarchs of Edix, and since they forged their alliance, the deal was that, I suppose, the slaves that they would take would, instead of being elven in nature, would just be human in nature. That was the agreed upon agreement, so that elves and humans would have allied union.
Elves? Did you say the elves are in arrangement with this too?
Elves used to be the slaves of this area, but since the marriage, Alia had forbade it, and instead, they've been taking human slaves as sort of a
Oh yeah.
replacement.
Oh yeah. Can I do a history check on Alia?
Yes, you can.
Come on. That is. God damn it! That's a 7.
7?
That's a 7.
As far as you recall, you don't really know much about an Alia Iron Rose. You do know that the Iron Roses do seem to be a fairly new, unionized, noble family. That's about it.
Anything you'd like to ask this lovely gentleman, Zier? By all means.
Go right ahead, my friend.
By all means.
how many gods do they have? Do you know how many? The capital is littered with them. You wouldn't even make it through the gate without at least being checked for some sort of identification.
Identification, you say?
Check the ID of any newcomers in the city, and most of the time, the people who do visit are mostly there for business or tourism. Not to mention, to even get close to the Iron Roses, you'd have to do something to get their attention.
Like be of nobility, one would say. A dragon? A dragon?
Let's just say they don't tend to interfere themselves with the affairs of some nobody party like yourselves. What was your name again? I don't even know.
That's because we didn't give it. Seems the blood is definitely not flowing to your brain. Can I show him the mark of the Velsaka? And ask him... I'm going to show him the mark of the Velsaka and ask him, do you know anything of this?
I'm sorry. I don't study magic, and I couldn't tell you what that is.
I'm gonna insight that.
Insight the shit out of that.
The way you said that, it really leads me to believe.
It sounded a little shifty, so...
Lean on. Back me up here.
18. 18 to see if this motherfucker's lying.
18?
18.
You do not know.
Jesus Christ!
Holy heck, how did he roll?
No.
Nope.
We have other ways
Let's
to
just
get...
say he rolled a nat 20.
We have other ways to get him to talk.
You do not know. You can't tell if he's lying or if he's just being cocky or what.
I say time to smash the cockiness out of him.
Yeah, you know what I say. If he's being cocky,
can I hit him in the...
to lose a finger.
Can I hit him in the arm with my mace first?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's smart. I haven't gotten good luck with the mace.
Right through his pinky. On his left arm.
By all means.
With a dagger, so that's an attack roll.
Yes.
14.
14?
Yeah. Not gonna be very precise at all.
I will say you have advantage on that attack roll because, he's
restrained.
He's kind of a sad sack of arms.
24.
Yeah!
Yeah, no, you managed to... What do you do to him with this dagger?
I stab right through his pinky on his left hand. Cut it clean off.
Ah, fuck! Ah, fuck! Ah! You fucking maniac!
Now you're gonna answer us a little more nicely this time. No, he cut off a pinky.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. After all, I'm sure one of you wants to hit him there a couple times.
Oh yes, I'm hoping I can... if I can't get lucky with hitting him, I'll just drop him with this stupid fucking mace.
Yeah. Also, we don't want to... When it comes to torturing someone, you don't want to immediately cause him excruciating pain. Because once they become numb to that, that's it. They're done. There's nothing more you can do to them.
Maybe we should have.
So cutting off that part first is not a good idea.
Good point. Good point. Now then, we'll ask you once again. Have you seen this mark, you motherfucker?
No, I haven't. I haven't genuinely seen the mark, nor do I intend to.
Do we trust him?
I do not dabble in the arcane arts. I already told you.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
You good? Can I insight again to make sure he's still not lying even through the pain?
Yeah, you can do insight again.
Okay, that's a 17 plus 6, 23.
He seems to be genuinely telling the truth and very angered that you wouldn't believe him the first time.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing. If he knew what it was, he wouldn't. He'd be calling it out as the arcane arts.
He genuinely seems to be very clueless in the
Really
arcane arts,
don't.
even if he had encountered such
You
a thing.
really don't
He would have
Oh,
not
no.
really remembered
know
it.
what is coming, do you?
He really doesn't.
It seems he was mostly trying to mess with your heads the first time around and
Okay, good.
anger you rather than.
Well, it's his loss.
It is his loss! He lost the fucking pinky!
He just has 9 more fingers, if you count thumbs as fingers.
And 10 more toes. Don't forget the oh wait, he doesn't have toes. I forgot he doesn't have legs. He also has fingernails.
Man, you guys are ruthless.
That's a slave
He
trader.
seems to be sweating
He's a
nervously.
slave
You
trader.
guys
We're not gonna be nice to the slave trader.
You're gonna torture him.
Are you kidding me? This is probably the worst you will ever see Zier.
And it'll take very much to get Leon on this piss.
I don't know why you guys care about the slavery anyway. It's just a normal thing. This kind of thing happens all the time.
That doesn't make it okay.
Can I can I punch him in the face? I just want just like a solid punch to the face.
Yeah. Roll a d4.
Okay.
Unarmed strike is just 1 plus strength.
1 plus strength. What is my? So he's gonna take a 1.
Value.
I'm gonna non-lethally punch him in the face.
All right. A bit of blood trickles down from out of his mouth.
How many times do we have to say you are not the one in control here?
Oh
You
no, I know my situation is
At
quite
that, I
helpless.
just take a drink from my water skin.
What do you think I'll be able to even do if you even should you even leave me alive? I have nothing else left to do in my life. You practically paralyzed me. Does it look like I'm gonna walk around? I have no future in my job.
As we said, you are not
You-
leaving here alive. The question is how much pain you have to go through before we get to the part where
That is
we're
fair.
no longer alive. I just
What he said.
say the most neutral voice possible.
What he said.
I dropped out the anger. I just completely went and unemotional. Stated that.
I'm giving you information the best I can. It's not my fault if you still want to hurt me for how I tell you the information.
Hmm?
You can. I don't support homosexuality.
Okay, that's this ring finger.
Get the ring finger!
I
The ring
do
finger!
know.
Yeah!
And I do not or have not ever been married.
20 to take off his ring finger.
Yes.
Fuck! Fuck!
You're making this far too fun. You're making this far too fun.
You motherfucker!
Language.
Now then.
Judo gets to talk Leonon.
There.
Roll a d4.
There.
D4
A
Yeah.
D4.
for the
That's how much
dagger.
damage he takes for the finger.
5.
Alright.
Cutting off a finger is not going to be lethal, obviously.
Well, I mean, like,
No, but remember he
Plus
hasn't healed back to full health, so
Plus, you have a cleric who's healing the who's going to heal the wounds once they get too deadly.
2 dead, yeah.
I'm keeping him alive with Joel. I'm keeping him alive. I'm keeping him alive. I'm just constantly spare the dying on him, just to make sure he doesn't drop.
Because we would like him to suffer.
Oh yes, very much so.
fuck! I don't
Yes.
have a wife! My god!
Do you know anything about a sapphire claw?
Famous party. Anyone who's anybody has heard of them.
Famous? Considering what they did here, I'd hardly.
All I know is that a couple of years back, they did some sort of beam type thing that destroyed most of the city, and that they are pretty well known for causing chaos for money and gold.
Do they have any dealings with your lord and lady?
I'm sorry, what did you say? I was busy crying in pain.
I'm punching him in the face again.
I just say, you have 8 more fingers.
And fingernails. Don't forget the fingernails.
Oh, yeah.
I'm punching him in the face again. It's gonna be a 1. Have they had any dealings with your lord and lady?
You mean Queen and King Alia and Miguel Ironrose?
I mean, I don't give a fuck about what their names are. If you want to lose your middle finger next.
Okay, fuck!
Thank you. Thank you.
I told you I don't know!
you should probably insight check on him.
Again. If he's wondering why we are.
Ironrose insight.
23 again. Shit.
He seems to be too much in pain to really lie at the moment. It doesn't seem like he genuinely knows any dealings of the Sapphire Claw. That he just heard them in name.
Okay. That's 2 of the 3 things we want information on down. Have you heard of a certain cloaked merchant? Goes by X.
Fuck, cloaked merchant. Let me. Cloak
And
merchant.
think really. Miss. Goes by the initial
Very
X.
hard.
Think very, very hard.
I'm thinking as hard as I can, seeing as you took my fucking finger off.
I don't like dirtying.
I fixed them. I've healed the stumps. They're stumps.
Hello.
Hey, we're torturing somebody.
Oh, nice.
We cut off 2 guys' fingers.
A symbolic dagger. If you catch my meaning.
Oh
I
yes.
can bring birds.
That's the one I'm using, by the way. I'm just using the one that has the mark of the assassin's shield.
Oh yeah. Also, Charles, we took the dragon head out of the bag of holding, and now it's staring at this guy with no legs and 2 less fingers.
Nice.
Yeah, Ned and Bandy's upstairs playing on the ice, and they're not like participating in the torture at all.
By the way, just so you're aware, viewer discretion is advised.
Viewer discretion is advised. We probably should have mentioned that from the beginning. We're sorry, viewers.
Right,
boy.
there was a cloaked merchant who came by and the Iron Frost a while back. I think it was a few years ago now. Something about some sort of something. I can't remember. I'm sorry. All I know is that he visited there and he was selling some wares, as he normally does from here and there. Hey, that rhymed. Fuck!
Another punch to the face when he said that it rhymed.
I don't remove his fingers.
No.
Roll a d4.
Unarmed strike is 1 damage plus strength. Just flat out 1 plus strength.
And I have no bonus in strength, so it's just a 1. He's constantly getting 1s to the face.
Monks are the only ones who get more than 1 damage.
Ah, what the fuck was that for? I told you what you wanted to know.
That was a terrible rhyme. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Shut up! I had dreams to be a poet!
And yet you became a slave trader.
Dreams.
And yet you became a slave trader.
Yeah, you
that insult was
should have
effective.
forgotten those pose and any other dreams the second you came into this business.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Now I have a question for you.
What?
Who is your superior? Your direct superior?
Ooh.
Who sent you?
Ah, fuck! I suppose it would be Her Majesty.
Directly?
No, not directly. I usually talk to her advisor. Ah, fuck!
Vizier.
Fuck!
What?
And what might be the name of this vizier?
Yes, to whoever posted the last sticky note. I'm saying that's one of the last things that's gonna happen, though.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We
Oh
are.
boy.
It does happen.
Ah,
This is a Saw episode, folks. Hmm.
wanted me to think straight. You shouldn't have fucking taken off 2 fucking fingers!
And broken your nose.
Take off a third.
No,
And I can
no,
punch.
wait,
And I can punch her in the face again.
wait, no.
We're getting absolutely nowhere with
do you wanna
any
know?
of this.
Yes, we are.
And
No,
then he's
we're
gonna pass out from blood loss and pain, and you won't get anything.
I'm keeping him stable.
He's getting healed.
I'm constantly keeping him from dying and going unconscious.
Although passing out from pain is possible. Yes.
Yeah. The punches definitely help. The punches might have helped.
The name of the person who sent you to this city. The person who directly sent you here.
That would be the king and queen, since they wanted us to.
Directly.
That
The
would be the
vizier.
advisor.
Yes.
Their name.
Name.
Fuck, let me think. What was his name?
Better think fast.
I'm thinking. My God. The advisor
Hey, Leo,
was.
there's a game that we can play.
The advisor's name is Fourth Wind Glory Bluff.
Bluff?
He used to be a clown.
That is
They
too
have a
fitting.
thermos for a visor.
That is too fitting. Can I do? That's just too fitting. Oh! A clown directing a clown. That is priceless.
No, I'm not kidding you. Her Majesty took a liking to this clown, and here he is, my direct superior. It infuriates me. Ah,
I didn't know elven nobility had a sense of humor.
guess
He
we
may have been a clown, but you are the entire circus.
I guess we don't have to play that game today, or just yet.
No. Anyone else want to ask?
black eyes, rough pink skin, and he's 5'3".
He's a short king too.
He also has short sideburns and a large piercing on his fucking lip. That is information for you. He was just divorced.
Oh. You're the head of the guards, correct? May I? I'm in between tears of laughter. I just want to ask.
I'm
Do you know any ways to? Are you aware of any ways one could get into the kingdom that is not through the front gates?
What was that?
Do you know of a way in to the kingdom that is not the front gate?
Oh, fuck. Not really. The
Hey,
walls
Leon,
are.
you want to see that game now?
No.
No.
The walls are
One more.
surrounded. It would be very difficult to get into, regardless, without arousing suspicion. I suppose you would just have to kind of come in as guests of some sort, or tourists.
Guests? You never answered my question. What about visiting nobility?
You're not nearly. No offense, but you're not nearly high enough in rank to warrant a visit from nobility themselves. You would have to fucking get their fucking attention through some means. Or
You mean
somehow
like entirely
invite one of their dinner parties.
What are you doing? Divine inter. What? No! Do you remember what happened last time we tried to do that? We ended up here.
From the fire, a sort of brief face with a very huge eye roll.
I hate to say it, but Yaskir might be right.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god, if I get vaporized, I am coming for you in the afterlife.
Well, I mean, we could also try to go through the sewers or something.
Why can't we go through the front gates?
Because we disabled their
You
entire.
just won't be able to get the noble. You just won't be able to get their Majesty's attention because you're just a group of lowly peasant party that nobody knows. You're just a group of nobodies. She wouldn't.
Yaskir, let's play the game. Yaskir, show us the game.
Zier.
Show us the game. Show us the game.
Who knows the knife song?
Yes! Yes!
I just want to see that.
All my fingers. Yes!
That's all these things.
Yaskir, help me steady his hand with all his fingers on the table.
Please, no. Stop! Lie! You're nobodies. You've never
Spread
seen.
apart your fingers and
We are
this is
nobodies.
what you say.
With a
Oh, I
motherfucking
have
Bandy
all my
Bunch, bitch.
fingers. The knife goes chop, chop, chop.
Yes.
If I miss the spaces in between, my fingers will come off. And if
Can I
hit my
can I
fingers,
silence him for a
blood will soon
second?
come out.
Just
But all the
cast
same, I
silence.
play this game 'cause that's
I want
what
to cast
it's all
silence,
about.
have it in a way that only he is affected by it. Just like keep him in like its range. What I was implying was not us getting a direct meeting with nobility, but instead playing the part of nobility, let's say. Say, oh, I don't know, and a royal from another. Say some royal was entering the kingdom, coming to directly interact with their highnesses, perhaps.
I wouldn't know anything about that, seeing as I'm not a criminal who would disguise as royalty to
But
get in somewhere.
he can't talk. He's silenced.
My hand slips.
Yeah.
Okay, he's. Oh, he's.
He
Also,
just
he's
mouthed a bunch of
silenced.
words then.
Also, he's silenced.
He
What
just
I
mouthed
am-
a bunch of words then.
What I am trying to say is, we have the party act as the escorts of a noble. A noble played by one of us. A noble looking to hold a court with his and her highness. Could that theoretically would you say that could theoretically work?
Perhaps. I'm still doing the thing.
Yes,
I haven't missed the table yet. Yet.
Yet. I'm just gonna cause the silence to end, and just ask him, how would one of nobility gets a meeting with his and her highness, might I ask?
How would I know? I'm not nobility.
But I assume, being as close to the guard hierarchy as it would, you would know processes in which one would have to go through to get a meeting with them. Otherwise, what kind of guard captain would you be? Very shitty one, I'd say.
Don't insult me.
I will insult you all I want. You
He's
have
kind of looking at the air.
And he loses a thumb.
Yes, a thumb.
He falls
That's what it
unconscious.
happens to be.
He falls unconscious.
I'm gonna spare the dying, keep him alive, but he's still unconscious.
He's dead.
Spare the dying.
Fuck.
You got spared the dying.
I'm sparing the dying of him. He is stabilized.
All right. How does Spare the Dying work?
Stabilize at 0.
Word for word. You touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. The creature becomes stable.
All right.
Is he an undead or a construct?
No.
Then it should work on him.
All right
Oh shit,
then.
it wouldn't work on me.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't work on him.
Yeah, that's I should not die.
Fuck! Oh, fuck! What happened?
I slept.
Let's just say you won't be having any thumb wars.
Completely neutral. I slept.
You won't be having any thumb wars.
Not with your left hand, anyway.
Not with your left hand. So I hope you were right-handed.
I hope so too.
What's your last question?
I asked, since you are I asked if you are not such a shitty guard captain as you so said you were not, you would know the proper ways in which a noble would need to get into the kingdom to see his and her majesty.
I suppose you would normally write some sort of letter, they would send you an invite to one of their dinner parties. This week's theme is undead.
Smart, do that.
Yes,
Right ahead.
By all means.
I am still playing the nice game on this guy's hand. What's
Hmm.
left of it?
It's kind of hard to miss when he only has 2 fingers.
Nope. The hand now has. Nope. This hand has 4.
This hand has 2.
you know, there's
Well, you only
two.
play with one hand.
On the
Or
hand
unless-
the hand that was on the table was the one that had all the fingers.
Well,
Oh.
I wanted to cut off his left thumb. Had I taken his left pinky and left ring?
Oh right, yeah. He's still got all 5 fingers on one hand. Then yeah, he's left with his middle and pointer finger just like flopping around.
Although I'm thinking I'm kind of bored of taking off fingers.
Yeah.
What did you roll on insight?
Maybe an ear.
DM, what was that?
What did you roll on insight?
Yaskier.
He got a 16.
Yeah, he's not lying. The theme this week is undead.
And how might one get a letter to nobility? To the nobility?
Normally, you would establish some sort of correspondence or report with the noble, but seeing as you only have 1 week, I suppose you can come as some sort of noble guest and forge some sort of dinner invitation.
Thank you. You've been
Thank
very
you very much.
helpful.
Very much so. Anyone else have anything you want to ask him?
Going once,
Going twice.
I cut his throat.
He instantly collapses.
I took my hand off him so he's no longer being spared from the dying.
You can add custom skills. You just click
Yeah.
the gear thing at the bottom of the skills.
Well then. That was a lot. Equally more and less knowledgeable than I had hoped, but hey. We have an admittedly insane plan.
Perhaps
Or at least a part of one.
we'll need to make sure that no new caravans show up, and if they do, they're turned away, shall we say?
Yes, yes.
But yes, he is now collapsed onto the ground.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's very dead.
Very much so. Bereft of life, he rests in peace. Sizz, he rests in peace.
I just love it when I'm like, I hope he's tormented for the rest of his afterlife.
Oh, I hope Lady Zohan grasps him by his throat as she drags him to the afterlife. Okay, so we have the divine intervention plan, which could end up in
First we would have to get there.
Hmm.
You have to get to the general area, like the capital is.
Not a good.
There we go. It went from being a head guard to being a dead guard. One stroke of the blade.
Oh, and many, many chops of the knife.
We could. Do you think think we could ask the wolves for help in defending the
very-
city?
I'm pretty sure like the wolves can only like teleport in like the general area, but I believe like the capital is
least-
a bit farther from the mountains,
No,
which
not-
is their domain.
Into the capital, protecting the town while we're off.
You're asking a lot out of them.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
think
the
of-
thing.
But think of it this way: they are, as their new nobility, expanding. They may want to expand to more than just human.
Yeah, it might be in their interest to protect this town. After all, they might become a valuable ally in the future as well.
Okay, no, we are not invoking the name of Udur. We're not invoking the name of Udur. Remember what happened last time? We had to kill Dragon.
Well, let's just us to deal with this slave problem.
Oh, God.
What would you like to do at this point?
I would think that it would be best like to like move like out of like the. I believe like the group wanted to talk to like the wolves at some point.
About guarding the town while we.
Trying to figure out what we're gonna do first. We're gonna make a plan and then execute the plan.
And we want to make.
Execute part of a plan.
We can't just ask the wolves to defend the town if we don't have a plan. I doubt they're going to want to hear us out on this insane idea if we don't have a plan already planned. So we can.
I'm just gonna stare over at the person sitting beside the still as her fire.
I'm pretty sure
Have you been
that's Enigma.
Yes. I'm just looking. I'm not saying anything yet.
You observe.
I'm staring in her direction.
You observe and stare.
She's not looking at you guys.
Enigma, out of curiosity, you wouldn't happen to be noble, would you?
I most certainly am not.
No. Worth a shot. Don't know a lot about you. Could have been.
You don't need to.
I could most certainly pose as a bodyguard.
What are you looking at me for? I wouldn't have joined a group of bandits if I were a noble.
We're not looking at Bandy yet. Bandy is also upstairs.
With Netta.
Oh, he's down here with you.
He brought the child down here to see the dismantled corpse.
I mean, have you seen what Netta did to that dragon? I think she's seen more
We've
than
already
enough.
been over the dragon thing.
There's a difference between mutilating a dragon corpse and torturing a live human. Annoyed.
Well, the dragon was live and talking too.
I mean, the dragon was dead at that point.
Yeah.
He was live and talking. Sorry, correction.
He was dead when Netta went to just completely dismantle his corpse.
Alright, fair enough.
This guard was alive when Zier took off 1, 2, 3 fingers.
Banny's just in the corner, just like, in the red brands, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Pay for your sister's education, they said.
Hey, how do you think we all feel? None of us signed up to fight this fight against slavery.
Are you kidding me? I don't even know I was at at that tavern in the first place.
You all just found me in a pit. I was fighting the freaky ass bug-eyed thing.
That is inspecting the pebbles. Like trying to determine like which would be the best pebble to throw.
My God.
Okay, small child is not traumatized. Good to know.
It's more like she hasn't looked over at the corpse yet.
Can someone cover it up with the cloak again?
No,
Can you just
it's
cover it
my
up?
cloak.
Does anyone have anything to cover it up with?
He is covered with a cloak.
Yeah, no, the cloak is mine. We used it to get him down there. There in the first place. I took it back as soon as possible.
Yeah, fair. Okay, so we should probably weigh the different things we've already sort of arranged. Just waltzing in. Apparently suicide.
Very much so. I doubt even we could deal with that many guards.
No, you saw what they were doing to us before.
We
No,
could
it's just
probably
what?
cut down a decent number of their ranks before. We could probably take out at least 20% of the ranks before we're all
Cut
killed.
down ourselves? Yes. If we're lucky. We'd be walking right. We would literally be walking right into where they strictly prepare for things like this.
Well, I
So
mean,
then-
I think it'll be better to look for more information in the capital itself.
What if
We can't get into the capital. They ID us.
we need a plan to get into the capital in the first
Wait,
place?
they ID us. Do any of us have IDs?
Actually, like, wouldn't we be able to like go to like the next town over and like get IDs or like? Is there a thieves guild? Is there a thieves guild like in this area or something?
We could forge IDs.
Well, for another level. Also, if a frontal assault's out of the way, why not try it my way?
It is all up to you to
Yeah, what?
figure out how to get in through
Yes, we
Iron
know.
Frost. But Iron Frost is definitely heavily guarded.
We know.
I think we don't have like enough information like on the way.
Yes, but we can't gather any more information until we're in there, and we need a plan before to even get inside the city. I say, what if we do it a little more stealthily?
A little more stealthily, you say?
Let's just say I specialize in getting into places I shouldn't be.
Okay, so
Or at
like,
least
what
live
is
with
like, the
one
place
less
that we're trying to get to
living
again?
person when I leave. The castle of the Iron Frosts.
Where's the Iron Frost?
Iron Frost? It is up north of Edix. I can pull up the country map if you so like me to.
Edict. I don't know where Edix is.
It's in Ezekiel. It's on the eastern continent of Ezekiel. So
Iron Frost.
you guys are right here.
We can just go
Iron
through
Frost
the
is
mountains
right here.
easily. Like, if we go up far enough into the mountains to get teleported out, we could
Yeah, we could
teleport
just
to
go
the
up
other
like the
side.
Northern Mountain Pass and like go over there.
We don't even need to. We literally just get the wolves who can teleport us to the other side. We need to talk to them anyways because we're gonna have to get them come to protect the town while we're away.
There are two paths you guys can take. You guys can whoops. There are two paths you guys can take. If you are unable to be given teleportation, because you You're not certain if you'll be able to be teleported to a place.
Well, we only need to be teleported through the mountains, the other side of the mountain.
Oh yeah, we could take like the Northern Mountain Pass to go over there. And then like, I don't know, let's bribe the guards. They seem very bribable.
Yes, but
Path 1 is this way through the mountain pass.
The problem with bribery is if it doesn't work, Hark, you're out of options.
Path 2 is going through this way down here towards the
Try to
Feywoods.
bribe someone and they don't
Through
go
Swan Gate.
for it. You aren't getting in by persuasion.
Well, I mean, it's still worth a shot. We could also like wander around like the area and see if like there's any like other people trying to get in without getting ID'd. As I said before, we should probably check like the Thieves Guild or something.
We could.
Is there a Thieves Guild in this town or something?
Another path would be to go through the forest here, get a ship, and sail around to here.
That's too far. That's way too far.
Yeah, I would say like going for the mountain pass would be like better.
That's the only viable option.
Yes.
If we can get teleported to the other side of the mountain, that would cut several whole days off that journey.
Well,
The
we were
path is
basically
along the ground, but we could just get a shortcut with the help of our friends. We need to get them come to protect the town while we're away anyways.
So yeah, I would say like think about like the plan to like get in Iron Frost until we actually like see it in the distance or whatever.
Well, we're gonna want a plan before we talk to the wolves.
we can't actively go to the wolves and be like, hey, we have a plan. We're not going to tell you the plan, but while we're executing the plan to end slavery on the continent, we are going to need you to protect we're going to need you to protect Oranberry for us. We'd want to come with a proposal, an idea, so that they have a little more confidence in that we're not just going to go out there and die. Or something along the
Don't
like.
exactly have to rely on teleportation.
No, not even just the teleportation.
As protection to the city while we're gone.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the kingdom would notice when their slaves don't come.
Indeed.
So it would be nice, and we already know what's going to happen, and we already know what's going to happen.
How much time would it take for like the kingdom to be informed?
A few days. Looks like a week, maybe 3 days.
Yeah, if we arrive there before like the actual like notice, then like they wouldn't know until we.
It wouldn't be a notice. The notice would be they don't have their slaves.
Yeah, the notice would arrive basically the same as late as we can, and then they can dispatch a force.
And they will
to spare.
And they will take everything.
One of you recalls, Enigma, you recall that the slaves are still in the cage in the square.
Well, I mean, we could like try to pretend to be the slave traders and like bring like them over, and then like just go and like completely destroy them, like when they get tricked.
I'm fairly certain that they'd recognize our friend here, who is now no longer alive.
Then we can be forced.
As you look back,
we could disguise ourselves. Does anyone have any sort of abilities that can make someone appear as someone else?
Absolutely not. We could always pretend to be foreign slave traders. We can just be
It would
going
not
through
make
the same
sense for us
path
to be
they are.
foreign slave traders to bring the slaves that are not foreign.
Well, we could have just passed through this town as well.
He was.
Zier, you notice that as you look back to point at the dead guard, it's gone.
I'm sorry,
Replaced
what?
with-
What?
Replaced with the mark of the Velsakath on the ground.
Motherfuckers!
Well,
In
that is convenient.
seeing this, we are not just gonna let out an unaudible, just a shout of anger. Ah! Damn it!
Language.
Remember, there's a child nearby. Netta sort of looks up, and sees what the group is doing.
You look up as you see Leonana shove over one of the bookshelf cases.
I am getting so fucking tired of those
Fun.
fuckers. I'm getting so tired of those guys.
Don't mess up this. Don't mess up this safe house.
The Vilsakov. That market.
I know.
We've got to get. That means we have to get out of here.
How the heck did one of them get in, grab the guard, get out, without us knowing? That is
What if
what
you already
happened.
marked him beforehand and
Oh no. May I?
Actually, wouldn't if he was truly part of the Osaka, wouldn't he turn into dust? Is there any dust around the mark?
May I?
You can roll a history check to see if you remember there being a mark on him.
Oh, how did none of us think to check that?
I'm not talking about the mark. I'm talking about the. Have we has someone who had a mark ever have ever die with it or something?
No, we haven't. We haven't been able to. We haven't been able to.
Yeah, that's another way we know he's not one of them.
Is there a pile of dust next to the mark?
May I pose a theory?
Shoot.
Perhaps he was not a Vilsakath, but instead he himself was just not important enough to be in the know of the Vilsakath. They didn't deem him worthy enough to be let into their little conspiracy. So he'd have no way of knowing of them.
Then that entire kingdom.
Maybe not the entire kingdom, but I believe at the very least one of, if not both of those nobles.
Monarchs. The entire kingdom. They're under the control of the enemy.
Maybe not even under the control of, but are the enemy.
Close that.
I believe things just got a lot more complicated.
All you know is that for whatever reason, the corpse is gone and the Velsakath mark is here.
Can we inspect the mark again?
It's the Velsakath mark. What more do you need to know?
Yeah, I was talking about the magical properties again. To see if if the Isvel Safaka mark is specifically required for teleportation or something.
It definitely glows with something. You can do an Arcana check to see if it has any properties.
You nice spot. Fire. I got 22.
22. It seems like there's some form of time magic used here.
Oh no.
God
It
damn
seems like
it.
rather than moving forward and backward in time, the nature of this particular thing here was to stop time.
Oh no. Oh, those motherfuckers.
What is confused?
I'm going to wait, Netta. Do you share that?
Netta just looks at the time stuff and just doesn't really know. But she kind of nudges like Leona and sort of says like that sign it's weird. It feels like it's frozen?
Check.
Would I be able to put 2 and 2 together? Just from that?
Roll an intelligence check.
Oh boy. Let's
I'll make
see
one.
how intelligent this is gonna leave me. That is going to. That's a 9.
No. You just said
Does anyone
frozen.
else
What
want
do
to
you mean
roll?
by frozen?
I get
Rose?
18.
You managed to kind of grasp what Ned is saying, and as you realize, she probably means something about it being frozen in something like time.
Time dilation.
And
I'm-
you put 2 and 2 together as you realize this is probably how the Osaka managed to slip under your nose without you noticing and take the body.
Check.
Oh.
Check for
this.
marks.
Check from. What?
They've been in here and stopped time.
Oh.
Everyone, check to make sure you don't have a mark.
Yeah, smart.
Nobody has a mark.
That would be a perfect time to give us one.
Can I just
Or
reminisce
someone
and
in the group.
put my hand on my cheek where prisoner wanted first on the.
Yes, you can. You put your hand on your cheek as you recall the scar from when the Osaka first took a taste for your blood, and you vowed to stop each and every one of them.
They have magic.
They know we're here.
They know we're here and they can come in at any time.
Which means you need to get out of there.
But something doesn't. This is the
Something
second
isn't
time they've left us alive.
They haven't touched. Not only that, they haven't touched us at all. This would have been a perfect moment to give any one of us a mark.
Or worse, just. Can I check my hand to see if my finger's still there? Just be...
You probably would have noticed if you lost your finger.
Yeah. I just want to double check to make sure this is not. Okay.
Trust me.
I'm not missing any fingers, am I? Okay, everything seems to be good.
I'm gonna post this in MTG.
I think that it's more like they don't find us worthy of their attention.
That seems. No, I don't think that's it. If anything, they're smart. These are some of the most. I hate to say it, but they're some of the most cunning enemies I've ever seen. and I've faced assassins that have covered their tracks and covered their covered tracks.
There has to be some reason they're not ending us as of now. Or haven't even bothered trying to turn any of us.
Or they tried turning
Ever since then.
ever since Ragnavian.
But why?
As far as your knowledge concerns, or as far as you can tell, the only way they could have possibly known would be the commotion you caused from slaying the dragon.
Then
I think it'd be foolish to assume that.
there are three possibilities that they could have known that we're here. One, they were already here and saw our commotion. Two, word of the dragon has spread. Or three, and the one I'm kind of leaning the most on, they are in. It has to do with the guards themselves.
I have a third theory.
By all means.
The timing of the guards itself was awfully convenient. They happened to be here just as we were coming back from killing the dragon. Clearly not. They clearly couldn't have known that quickly that we had killed the dragon. Hen.
Maybe we just stumbled upon them coincidentally.
Are you implying that they were lying in wait?
They're false.
No, they were probably working working a different plan, and we were just in the way.
Not only that, I think we may be playing to her hand. That's why they haven't done anything to us. Because we're part of their plan.
We're nothing but pawns in their greater chess game.
Dear, from your passive perception, and you two, Netta, you both notice a small slip of paper from on top of the mark.
Is the paper poisonous?
A slip of paper!
There before.
No.
Damn, these fuckers.
I'm gonna pick up the paper and then everyone get the heck out. We make for the mountain.
You pick up the paper.
What does the paper say?
I don't look at it yet.
Everyone GTFO?
Paper says,
I haven't looked at it
We
yet.
aren't reading it yet. We're gonna GTFO. We're running.
The heck out. We are heading back to the mountain.
Preferably as far away from any civilization as we can for now.
Not even
the wolves.
The wolves. Oh, no.
We need to go to just middle of nowhere forest mountain. Middle of nowhere mountain.
They've been following us.
You want to go for the Northern Pass?
We need to find. Oh no.
Oh no.
The wolves.
The wolves.
If they've been following us,
then they'd know about. Oh no.
Did we check on them?
We
think Very much we should.
Yes.
So we rush out of the building and like run towards the mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
En route, I will look at the paper. So once we're safely out of the city, I will look at the paper while we're running.
All right.
So now you can tell us what the paper says.
Now you can. Now you can.
All right. So as you guys have rushed out of the city at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just dashing. We
You
are
guys
dashing.
dash out of the city. Cloaks running off through the wind into the night. Once you guys safely find some sort of campsite, I'll just use a generic snow wilderness thing map I created earlier.
That'll do.
You guys enter a forest clearing.
We're gonna need to take watches. All right. Now I look at the note.
Now look at the paper. Now look at the paper.
The paper says you should have thought more before putting on that ring.
Leonon. The ring.
Do you think they bugged it?
That's why they let us live in Asmar.
That's how they've known.
That's how they knew where we were. That's why they left us with a mere handful full of idiots.
They wanted us to escape.
They can.
And it's because of me that they've known where
Alright, then we just chop your
are.
finger off.
The Ring of Fire is a powerful magical artifact. Because they have time manipulation. And they
Did we
can
inspect
surely
the
track
ring?
it. I don't think they bugged it so much as they're able to track its magical energy. It's an extraordinarily powerful magical artifact.
Powerful artifact that can't even produce a damn flame. God.
And then there's a little taunting image. A little taunting drawing.
Oh my days.
Oh god. What is it?
It is an image of Leonon with a dunce hat on.
Oh my days.
They're totally making fun of us.
Of it.
Mother Hubbard! How did none of us think of that? God damn it!
Yeah, they probably see us as clowns.
Or at the very least, they see us as even more clowns than they already probably thought we were.
So yeah, they don't see us as threats.
But but that does raise a question.
Why haven't they turned us?
And another question is, why have they told us?
Maybe they don't think we're worthy yet.
Why tell us why tell us the exact mode that they're tracking us?
That is a good question.
Because that is basically like an assassin shouting out in the darkness, "Hey! or some sort of evildoer being like, "Hey! I've got an informant! He's telling me every way you go!"
Maybe because you can't take the ring off.
But even then...
We could leave Leonon behind.
Excuse me?
I'm not
Exactly.
we do. So, but if we wanted to get rid of the ring, that would be an option. There are several options. Hens. Hens.
I
Although
have-
we know none of them are very good for you, Leonon. That's for certain. But
And also, it also does not help the fact that this little trinket here is the only way is the containment of the magical essence needed to brew the potion to cure the Velsaka.
Speaking of which, we should probably make more potion.
We probably should have looked at the ingredients and gotten some from an apothecary in the city.
The journal from Goldwell begins to vibrate.
It's vibrating! It's
I
alive!
pull it out of my pocket and freaking, and I want to see if any. I'm pulling it out of my bag,
Yeah,
looking at it like.
This is all too convenient. They showed up, teleported out a guard, let us know it was them.
Okay, I'm the only one who's. I'm the only one who's noticing the book is vibrating.
Well, I mean, Netta notices. She's pretty much like right beside you.
Zier doesn't care yet. And
The book seems to practically drag Leonon's pockets.
Oh, what is that?
As he tries to leave his person.
No!
Where is it going?
A little help here!
Roll dexterity.
Oh!
Out of the air.
Oh, it's in my pocket still. Oh god, Okay, I think I've got a good dexterity, so I shouldn't be as worried, but
I'll help back.
Roll is not gonna help. Okay, Oh, nope, that is a 17.
You manage to fight back with it.
Come here, you book! We need you!
I think that's the first
it still
time I've
seems
ever
to be
seen
vibrating,
someone
almost
fight
as if it wants
a
to show
book.
you something.
Can I let the, and thinking and feeling that I'm gonna let the book drag me. I'm gonna let the book drag me now, while holding on to it for dear life.
You hold on to it for dear life as the book opens and flips over to a page.
What does the page say?
And what is on this page?
Masking artifact energy.
How does this book know that we need...
Can I do an Arcana check on the book?
Can I cast Identify on the book?
I just say the word Goldwell.
I'm just going to cast Identify on it.
We all know
You can do an Arcana check to see what this is.
Alright, that is... Nope, that's wrong, but that's...
Everyone
Yeah,
here
that's a nat 1. That's a nat 1. I know nothing.
You have no idea.
So, what are we rolling?
Oh, help action? Okay, he's help actioning me. That is going to be an 18.
An 18?
18. I did not know he was help actioning me.
I just said that.
Yeah. An 18 Arcana.
Okay, 18. I thought you rolled in that one.
Help action.
Oh.
I didn't hear. So.
Anywho, from what you can gather, it seems that Goldwell's spirit almost lives on in this journal. And it seems that he's trying to guide you.
That was obvious to me.
You clever son. You clever son of who knows what.
Yay!
Helping us from beyond the grave.
Thank you for not swearing in front of the child again.
Apparently we now have a thing against swearing in front of Netta. Now! Now!
No, sorry, I'm sort of...
After you put the fear of God in her in session, what? 1, 2?
Hey, it all started because you said language. After dropping how many F-bombs this session?
Language was directed at the guard for being a dick.
I'm referencing Hing
So can we use like the masking spell?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He did.
Hold on, I'm asking. What? It's a spell. Is it a spell?
The masking
Ritual?
spell appears to acquire some ingredients.
What does it require?
Okay, let's see. Ingredients. What do I?
The ingredients include an eye of a toad, some sea kelp.
Sea kelp?
It also includes one moon rose and the blood of the person who is in possession of the artifact.
That one's easy enough to obtain.
Oh yes. So now the question is going to remain: how do we get?
I mean, I have 2 dragon eyes. Do you think we could substitute like the toad eye for dragon eyes?
Didn't you give?
Roll an Arcana check.
Didn't you give the dragon eyes to?
No, I gave the dragon organs.
Okay.
Like
So you still got the. Okay, you still got the eyes. I thought it was all encompassing. Like. Okay. Good to know.
Guys.
22.
But yes. You can roll an Arcana check to see if you can substitute it.
She rolled a 22.
No. You need specifically a toad's eye.
Okay, so we need a toad's eye.
Yeah, it's magic.
Sea
You can't
kelp.
half-ass it.
A toad's eye, sea kelp, and a moon rose.
As well as the blood of the
As well as my
possession of the artifact.
Okay, I didn't put that in the list of things we need because we have that.
Yeah.
I think we could get like the moon rose from like the wolves because like they have like moon crystals.
At the very least, they'd know where we could find a moon rose.
Specifically, I think we should be worrying about like the toad eye and the sea kelp.
Because we're basically in the tundra. Far away from the ocean. Or any any locations where toads would live.
Could we not take a visit down to the market? I doubt they would have it, but it's worth a shot.
The whole reason we ran is because the Vilsakas know where we are.
Well, I mean, we could go to like a neighboring like village.
They know where you are because you have the ring. Could we not just split up for now?
That seems to be the only option. You all we go retrieve the rest of the items while I
act as bait.
No, you cannot remain here alone. If they know where you are, it is likely they will all try and attack you.
Then
I'll stay with them.
Thank you,
I will remain
Trellis.
with you.
Thank you both of you. I appreciate your concern.
The drawing from before seems to come to life.
If they attack you,
oh god damn! Oh no! Oh no!
The drawing of you,
What's happening?
You laying around with a dunce hat, begins to come to life and start laughing at you.
I'm really starting.
I say that we rip up the note and bury it in the snow.
I've got. Can
I use my tinder box to set it on fire.
Yes. I was just gonna try to use the ring to be like, oh yeah, who's the dunce now?
The paper burns.
Non-magical means.
Fucking Vilsakas.
So, who else is staying behind? Trelos?
Yep.
Sidebet says Netta's staying behind.
So, who's leaving?
That probably is Enigma, Jaskier, and Bandy.
I think like one more person should go.
Should be Trelos then.
Yeah.
Alright then. What are we looking? We're looking for Bullseye
Actually,
and
wait,
Kelp.
no. We need someone. Actually, what's the of the group that's going? What's the highest perception? Passive perception.
Mine's a 10.
14.
Higher than a 10, but lower than a 14.
I'm pretty sure the person with the highest passive perception will be Zier.
Of the group that's going. Netta, don't you have like a 19?
What? No.
What? Are you like on par with Zier in both of those, in stealth and perception?
No, it's not perception. It's athletics and stealth.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought
Netta
she was
isn't
swinging from the
particularly
rafters.
perceptive.
Fair enough. I'll
I thought
try
she
it.
was swinging through the raptors back in Asmar.
But she could have been perceptive and just not cared.
It's more like she's highly unnoticeable. She doesn't really care about her surroundings, and surroundings don't notice that she's there.
Fair enough. I guess 14 will have to do then. Because we shouldn't leave. Because I think we need our most perceptive person with Leon on.
Alright then.
Should
With
Netta
that
go with
said-
like the other group or something? Like what, along with Bandy or something?
I'm I'm sort of weighing that. Because at the same time, both of the people who are caring for Netta are the most are staying. But Bandy is a good runner-up.
Yeah, but
I still
remember
have to pick up for threatening to kill Netta.
With that being said, it is getting that time again. So as you guys are about to split the party, I'm gonna call it right here.
Only 16.
End of session, or
yeah, it's only barely 4:30.
Oh, like half an hour left.
If you guys still want to keep going and you guys have enough time.
I guess this is a good place to end it though.
Oh yeah.
Alright then. Good
All right.
session.
Indeed.
I'll see you guys in later then.